Charlie Garcia Anthony back for Inter Worldwide. I had to do this sort of reaction because this piece of news is not going away. Riccardo Rodriguez to Inter. Now, hear me out. We are not diving full-blown pessimistic into this one. Why? Because I think there's plenty to look forward to if this was to take shape. Let's have a look at the pros and the cons of signing 31-year-old free agent Riccardo Rodriguez. Coming off the back of his time at Torino, where he definitely had to establish more of a role as a leader and more of a role as a foundational point of reference for younger players in the team. Obviously using that experience that he brought from AC Milan and prior to that as well. I know that this is not going to look like the most attractive target. So first and foremost, let's go to the actual news headlines themselves and see what they are saying. This rumor dates back about 2 weeks now, just pretty much right in the middle of the thick of the Copa America and the Euro tournament. Of course, Riccardo Rodriguez representing Switzerland straight through to the quarterfinals in that particular tournament. Riccardo Rodriguez has definitely grown a lot as a player, and the news at the moment says that he would be willing to wait a little longer and accept a proposal from Inter due to Simone Inzaghi already asking for the services of the 31-year-old versatile defender. We know that he's also being whispered to talk with Betis. There are also whispers of a link with Besiktas, a couple of Arabian sides as well, and also another Italian side, which I think might actually be either Atalanta or Fiorentina. However, there's also some rumors coming out that Everton are definitely keen on signing the player. So he definitely will have his options, that's for sure. And why does he have those options? Well, A, he's obviously free. B, the wage won't be exceptionally high. And C, he does boast that sort of repertoire on club and international level now. That would make a lot of clubs look at this stopgap, look at this band-aid and go, rah, that's a really efficient stopgap for one season. How do I feel about this? Well, as I said, let's look at the pros and the cons. Con, 31 years of age. Oak Tree are saying that they want younger players that can recoup a sale value at any given point in time. Riccardo Rodriguez does not tick those boxes. Con, he's a former Milan player, obviously from between 2017 to 2021. He represented our cross-city rivals and played a pretty significant role in some of those more fiery matches where it was, Spalletti up against... who was it? Who was Spalletti coming up against? Was it Pioli? I think it was Pioli. I know that he came up against, what's his name? The one that failed at Sampdoria and then ended up going to Milan as well. I completely forget his name now, but you guys will be able to remind me of who it was in the comments. But I would also say that him playing for Milan for that period of time does represent a pro for us in a way. Look at the whole Hakan situation. Inter's definitely a place at the moment where players in Serie A, especially those who are missing that one last trophy or missing that accolade, would love to come here knowing that they can sort of get themselves into a Scudetto, Arnautovic style. You come to Inter and you're like, you know what? I haven't got that trophy. I can get it here. I think Riccardo Rodriguez might be that sort of player that doesn't walk into the Inter dressing room going, oh guys, I'd really like to win the Scudetto. I feel like he's the sort of player that would walk in the dressing room and go, oi, this is my clock, yeah? It's fucking dead. It's run out. I need this title. I need this title today. I'm here to win it. I'm not leaving here without the Serie A title. And if that's the case, bring him in to win the title. I want number 21. I want it more than anything in the world. If Riccardo Rodriguez is who Simone Inzaghi has signaled for, bring him in. Bring him in. I know he's not young. I know we're not going to be able to resell him. Make sure the contract is only 1 year long, 2 absolute max. I don't even think I'd give him 2. But if we can lock him down for 1 season, well, I think Bastoni has the rotator at left centre back that we're crying out for. Because in my opinion, Buchanan, who was going to be utilised on both the right and the left, that ain't going to happen anymore. Buchanan is finished at Inter. Carlos Augusto is going to have to dap into that left wing back role almost as much as Di Marco this season. That represents the opportunity for Rodriguez to replace Bastoni. We would have De Vrij and Acerbi rotating the middle at the moment with Pavard and Bisek on the right. We have the options. I think Riccardo Rodriguez, in my opinion, it gets the tick of approval for me. I know he's a little older. I know that he's not the ideal profile, but in our situation, you don't need to be too choosy, you know? You've got this luxury here of being able to slightly tweak. The Zielinski and Taremi signings are looking good. I know it's only preseason, but Las Palmas, that's a top division Spanish side. You can only beat who's in front of you, and at the moment, Inter is beating all the teams in the preseason friendlies. It's more than I can say for a lot of clubs around Europe at the moment. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this very honest video, this very honest reaction to the news of Rodriguez. And if it happens, you can count on me to bring the positivity to the channel, because I know a lot of rival fans, even our own fans, will be really quick to talk us down. But when has talking Inter down worked for anybody in the last 3 to 4 years? It doesn't work. The opposite happens, and full circle karma ends up kicking you right in the temple. Forza Inter worldwide. I'm excited for this season in more ways than one.